Vibra dentro il ventre, la senti la cassa, botte nella testa con il basso che devasta. Questo è il suono che ti scassa l'impianto, nella dance floor fluo persino lo smalto. Guarda chi è che spinge più del solito, calo giù gli alcolici senza arrivare al vomito. Sgomito tra le altre, scuoto le masse, pompo nelle casse, pompo nelle casse, pompo nelle casse.
La ricchissima e vastissima stagione del Teatro Forma si conclude con un duo davvero spettacolare ed internazionale. Sono una coppia nella vita e nell'arte, sono Tac e Patti. E io di Sklero non potevo che non intervistarli per voi. Sono molto felice oggi di incontrare una coppia davvero straordinaria, una coppia inossidabile nella vita e nell'arte, ovvero Tac and Patti. I'm very happy to be here with you, with Tac.
Ciao.
And Patti.
Yes, ciao.
So, Tac, you have met in 1978, and we have gone around the Californian coast to sing and play music. Immediately, have been there music or love?
Actually, friendship. Well, music first, then best friends very soon, and then the love took more than a year before we realized that we were in love. But by that time, really very early on, we were best friends.
Doesn't have to hurt in the sky.
So, Patti, in your career, the love have always been the principal subject of your song and of your music. In fact, your first album is Tears of Joy. Tears of Joy. I'm sorry. Tears of Joy, recorded only with your voice and Tac's guitar.
Yes, that's right. And well, for me, music is about the spirit of love. Not only loving what you do, but transmitting that joy for other people's hearts. And I think of love as not just romantic love, but the powerful source, what keeps us going as humans. So to me, it's very important that the music sort of give this feeling and this power of the true magnificence of love.
Standing by, no one soft guitar.
fantastic. That's beautiful. Tak, you belong to different genre or music, to different world music. Patty belong to gospel and you belong to jazz. But you have joined your world, creating a unique genre, only genre or music. How do you define it?
Well, we've never really succeeded. Actually, Patty played so many different and sang so many different kinds of music before we got together that you could really just think of her as more like a musicologist. She knew classical and folk and soul and rock and original pop music and everything you could imagine. And really, I did the same thing. I started off with classical music and later played in rock and roll bands and jazz and everything. So jazz was always an important thing to both of us, but it was only one of the many kinds of music. And so when we got together, we realized we didn't really want to try to narrow ourselves into one particular genre because there was no reason for it. We just enjoyed exploring music together, and we found it as satisfying to play a Beatles song as we did to play a Miles Davis song. It was just the music and the sharing of the music with each other. And so I think it's a big advantage to us that it is just a duo, because there's no, say, upright bass that says this is jazz, or there's no screaming electric guitar that says this is rock, or there's no string section that says this is classical. It's just the two of us, so nobody really knows what kind of music it is. So we've never really defined it.
Talking about guitar, you played the guitar in a very particular way.
Yeah, it's an unusual way, it's true, and I know that it now seems almost unique. In fact, I was a normal guitar player when Patty and I met. I played with a pick, I played in bands, I sounded like a lot of other guitar players, and I was pretty good at it, but I was very, very in the center of the style. And then when I met Patty, this style began to develop because it only made sense with what we were doing. And so it was like starting over again for me and then exploring a whole new world.
I ask you that because you are a woman. What's the reason why you quarrel most?
To me, it's the same argument, only it masquerades as a different theme. Most of the time, if you're arguing with your husband or your boyfriend, it's about the same thing. Struggle, who wins, the power, all this stuff. But it comes out, you didn't wash the dishes, or you did this, or you did that. But it's really just the same theme. So I think all of them are simply a variation on the one picture, which is, I am right, you are wrong. Admit it. That's the main fight. Just admit it.
So you're
a universal fight.
And who win? Who win?
Well, there's really no winners if you both don't give a little, because if you're always right, but of course I am always right. But if you if you don't relent sometimes, really, I think if you don't really finally come to respect and agree to disagree or whatever it takes, you have to do that ultimately, because if you always win, no one wins. If you always lose, no one, wins. It's you both lose, you both win. So.
Now is the time to step into your life. Open up your eyes and see the wonders right in my time. Your enemy or friend, I'm battling all depends on how you live your life. Everybody, you gotta take this moment and live. Take the feelings you, take everything that's given to you.
And so your last album is I Remember You, made in 2007, recorded another time without overdubs. Another time there is only pure music.
Right. That's for us. Because it's a conversation and we do improvise. I couldn't imagine if we went in one day, he made the guitar part, then I came in and sang. It would feel like we're having a conversation and I'm not listening to you. You know, it's like that. So that's really what we love. We have when we start the new recording, which comes out October this year. It's very much the same. We start working on it, and I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. Maybe some originals, some other people's tunes. It's still building, so we'll see. But I know for us, it's live is best. You know, the live feeling, immediate.
Are you working on another album?
Yes, and we start to record when we come home at the end of this month. We go home in about a week, maybe 10. Yeah, about a week. We're finished with this tour, and we go home. And so then when we go home, we start to record. We finish in end of July, and then it's supposed to be ready for everybody by October.
Okay, I'm waiting for this new album. Huh? A personal question. How do you wash your hair?
Oh, yeah. Well, for many years, I fought the curls. I tried to make it straight. I wanted a straight hair as a kid. I just longed for straight hair. Yeah, I have a certain shampoo I always use and a certain conditioner I always use, and then I comb it out, and then that's all I do. And I hope it looks okay. Leave it okay.
Naturally.
Era una domanda personale, come si lavasti i capelli, perché ho trovato una persona più riccia di me. Questo
The bigger it gets.
like me.
Always use a good conditioner, though. That's very important.
I know.
I like the Paul Mitchell detangler myself.
Okay, thank you very much to Tuck and Patsy.
It's very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Sklero, almeno per quest'anno, saluta la stagione del Teatro Forma, ma Sklero continua ancora e voi non perdetevi la prossima puntata di Sklero.